Of profound social and cultural change, an entire generation of young Americans stood united in their desire for more powerful cars, fueling the greatest horsepower war in automotive history. Screeching rubber through turns, roaring down back streets and country lanes, with fun-loving drivers and their wild and powerful dream machines. Just about anyone could afford to fly down the road in a boldly styled, attention-grabbing American icon, the muscle car. Hello, I'm Chip Foose, coming to you from the Marconi Automotive Museum in Tustin, California. The old adage, win on Sunday, sell on Monday, was never more important than during the heyday of the muscle car. High-performance automobile fans in the market for a new car had to look no farther than the fiercely competitive Grand National stock car races for inspiration. By the late 60s, stock car racing was learning to take advantage of aerodynamic principles. And soon, a few of these slippery homologation specials would be spotted on the street. Unlike today, the stock cars that competed on the track during the 60s were actual production-based muscle cars. NASCAR required manufacturers to build a minimum number of cars and make them available for sale to the public. The winning formula in 1969 was the result of a clever production design modification by Ford.
NASCAR really was watched, and everybody held their breath. They really wanted to see who won on Sunday, and it really did have an effect on showroom traffic the following day, and Ford didn't want to completely lose track of that, and so they built a Torino Talladega to go out and do battle, especially with the boys from Mopar, in the high-visibility NASCAR arena.
Named after NASCAR's Talladega Superspeedway track, the design of the 1969 Ford Talladega and sister car, the Mercury Cyclone Spoiler 2, was based on the Fairlane 500, sports roof, two-door hardtop.
The Talladega is cool because of the way they designed it, because they've learned through wind tunnel testing that most all 60s and early 70s cars had concave frontal areas, and it just traps air and slows it down.
I remember going into the Torino studio and seeing a clay model of the Talladega, and it was all done for aerodynamics. The nose was a little longer, the grille was pulled out to the front, and it had a different roof line. It was pretty exciting to see a car that was done for real racing.
And so they learned very quickly that if they flushed the grille and flushed the headlights and cleaned that area up, the car would be faster. I mean, radically faster, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 miles an hour faster. You can't make enough horsepower to overcome the aerodynamic drag. So the key is stop working on the horsepower, start working on the aerodynamics. It made the car cleaner, and consequently it would be faster with the same horsepower.
Engineers at Ford would seek a higher top speed by lowering the car's center of gravity and rolling the rocker panels under the body, reducing wind resistance. The race cars ran Ford's 427 or the Boss 429 engines, whereas the production cars ran the more streetable 428 Cobra Jet with C6 automatic transmission.
It's understated in its simplicity and should get more attention because of how rare it is and how dominant it was in '69, winning Daytona 500 and the Manufacturers Championship. The cars came as a bare bones car. This turned out to be a car for a purist because no power steering, no power brakes, and basically drives like a truck. I think it was rated at 335 horsepower, but they really underrated it because of insurance and other things. The new front bumper that they put on the Talladega was a rear bumper that was turned upside down and cut and modified to give a smaller surface area to the front of the car. Also distinguishing the car, on the doors above the handle, there's a T for Talladega. On the back, in the center, below the trunk lock, just the emblem, it's got a big T on it. And inside the door panels, the word Talladega is on both the driver's side and the passenger side. There's probably less than 200 Torino Talladegas out there now. They were originally 754, I believe.
Coming up, an aerodynamic Dodge Charger designed to beat Ford.
It's not that they weren't fast or good cars. They were considered by street racers to be too heavy to be competitive on the streets.